I saw myself for months consecrating each day in precisely the same way. I got dressed in the dark, left my shoes untied, and prayed for skinned knees, because what is love if not scoured?
In those frigid December days, the little girl lived with her grandparents, hiding from the snowflakes, kept cloistered from her parents, this time in the black Mercedes as Nana and Granddad picked her up from school, balancing a frozen lunchbox on her knobbed knees, trying to muster the courage to ask Granddad, a lawyer, what would happen to her, but knowing in her chest, somewhere past the crinkly dead butterflies, that he'd once again say, "They just want an answer, sweetie."
I take a deep breath and descend out onto the stage, immediately feeling the scrutiny and judgment of all the eyes. I move my arms like a swan, feeling the air lift my fingers above my head. I feel my hair slice through the air as I do my grand jetés, feeling like a bird with the power to glide across the open space.
It's during this time that I started working with animals. Missing school kept me from most kids my age, and frankly, the farm animals were better listeners. I was tired of no one believing in my pain because they couldn't see it.
I know 2 a.m. to be wishing names away like honey, wishing caffeine would leave your body, or wishing your green jacket to be as still as the hands on the clock.
I swear, Nikolai said, I'd let you break both my hands right now if it helped. The thought of the orchestra's own Icarus brought low at long last made Seth feel the same way that his last few dreams had. But he shook his head. You can say that, Seth said, because you know it won't.
8. Add more water. Seal the container carefully so the duck eggs are fully submerged. 9. They're still floating. Half of one sticks out at the surface, cresting it like a submarine. Whatever. 10. Let it sit in a cool, dry place. It will be ready in 31 days. If you're smart, you'll time this perfectly so it lines up perfectly with the moon festival. You're not, so it'll actually be a week late.
She eats with me, a vertical family table. The metal clink of her name against mine fills the small space, and I think I could live in this quiet forever. My first kiss had pigtails and a lust for sour gummy worms and climbing on counters. Sometimes the sun would set just right and the stars were just bright enough on 11:34 p.m. on a school night that it was easy to forget the world is rectangular and the side we sat on was facing a planet called the ocean.
His voice softened at the end. Ray's ramblings were half genius, always. The other half was self-martyrdom, or maybe just a child screaming through a man's throat. Ray left me as his will, that was selfish and fucked, but he left me hear about the veil, or a note.